Welcome into the Brooks Bench with your host, Brooke, aka She, and my co-host, Meg.
So,
Brooke could not join us on this lovely Sunday night as we have already met her quota for the amount of time she could come in a week. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, we had a free agency video yesterday? No.
yeah, yesterday.
Yes, it was yesterday. Dropped yesterday if you want to go check that out. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. We go over all things women's basketball. Join our Discord, link in the description, and then follow us on all social media at the Brooks Bench. Not too much to talk about today. We're recapping week 13 of NCAA women's basketball. So let's get into it. News is short, small. And if you, I'm going to preface this because Meg, you look exhausted. Me and Meg went and played basketball today. First time in a long time. It's been a long time. The body does not react how it once was in your prime, huh, Meg?
Nope, I'm
So
feeling it already.
we're gonna sleep good tonight because I'm feeling it as well. So I know we're always up here when we record, but we're probably gonna be right here in the middle today, okay? So the news: Michaela Blake's Vanderbilt scored 53 points as a freshman tonight or not tonight. She set an NCAA freshman record. She beat Juju, her 51-point game, which is crazy because we saw that 51-point game.
Yep, Stanford.
I will never forget that. That was a crazy game.
Yep.
Hannah Hidalgo joins Jewel Lloyd as the only Notre Dame player over the last 15 seasons to score 30 points in back-to-back games. Oh, I didn't know that. That's crazy. South Carolina has the longest home win streak in SEC history with 70. It's 70 straight wins. Why'd I put 60? It's 70 straight wins. Crazy stat. That's crazy. And
Mhm.
lastly, we'll talk about it in our recap, but Iowa hasn't beaten an AP top 5 team while unranked since February 8th, 2001. It's almost as, that's worse than the Maryland one we'll be going over later, but
Oh.
let's get into it. AP
Oh.
Top 25 Week 13 recap. So we basically had Minnesota, Michigan, and Baylor all dropping out of the top 25. New to the poll, Vanderbilt and Florida State. Teams we said keep your eye on, circle them. Biggest risers, we had Michigan State up 5 spots, ranked 16. Duke up 4 spots, ranked 10. And then Ohio State up 4 spots, ranked 8. So yeah, this Oklahoma State I know just got back in here. The thing is, I think they're gone.
Mhm.
They lost, okay? Um Iowa has that crazy upset against USC that we'll be talking about. Do we think that's enough to get them into the top 25 though?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm a coin toss. I know Vanderbilt lost as well, but they were on a win streak for a second. One
Mhm.
loss. Will that bump them out? Michigan's are always on the horizon to come back in. They've been in and out of the top 25. Um, but I don't know. That's a big win for Iowa. What do you think?
And Ole Miss got a win too, right?
They got a
They
big
got a big
win,
win. Yeah,
but not over number 4 USC.
I know. That's tough.
I don't know.
They might scrape 25.
Maybe I don't know.
Maybe. I
We'll
don't
have
know
to.
though. I
Yeah.
personally don't think they're gonna,
No.
yeah, get in there, but yeah.
Okay, we'll have to see. I think Oklahoma State might be out. Tough loss. Everyone else, I think, pretty much remains the same. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So before we get into the Week 13 recap, Meg likes to go over her almost upsets of the week, usually because they're good games. So, Meg, let's get into it.
Phew, that was a close one.
We got a lot this week. We got a lot. So, starting with my team, it got bad before it got worse. Okay, let's just
Okay,
say that.
let me hear it.
So, Maryland barely beat Penn State 82 to 73. Maryland had 23 turnovers, 12 were
Wow.
considered steals by Penn State, so the
Wow.
rest seem unforced in my opinion.
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch this game, but with Maryland struggling with the injuries, and I do think Sellers was back this game, so I can't even blame them not having her.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a rough game. So for
Man.
Penn State, Gracie Markle, 24.7 rebounds, 2 assists. Gabby Elliott, 23.6 rebounds, two
Tough.
assists.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had Sarah and Kayleen for Maryland. Sarah had 20 points, 4 assists, and Kayleen had 17 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. But it's the turnovers. It's the turnovers. It was the shot percentages. Like, it was just
Yeah.
rough. But they were able to squeak it out.
Maryland's concerning me.
Yeah.
They're not hitting, they hit their peak too soon. Now
Yeah.
they're coming down.
It's
They're coming
downhill.
down. That's
hmm
rough.
So, yeah. So that was the bad before we get to the worst later. So Texas, so Missouri, I'm going to talk about them twice tonight.
Wow.
So, you know, unfortunately, they didn't get to pull out the wins, but they had two good games against ranked teams. So they played Texas. It was 70-61. So about what's that? 9-point game. Can't do math. 9-point game. But yeah, I
Rough.
mean, they were hanging in there. They were led by Lanaya Randall, 22 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and then Grace Slaughter, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Just basically another close game. Madison Booker kind of led the charge in pulling the win out of this one. And they couldn't do anything to really stop her. I think in that game too, I will say that Texas had two of their bigs had the flu, and was out. So
Okay.
that could have also
Makes more
led
sense,
to
yeah.
it, but seeing Missouri on my list twice shows that they are showing improvement and they are moving in the right direction. And maybe they can turn some of these close losses into wins.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right. So then we had Kansas State beat Iowa State in overtime.
Oh, look at Iowa State. I
Yep.
miss Iowa
Audie
State.
Crooks.
The
So,
best.
Kansas is missing their nice big player, but, Iowa State was right there to pull this one off. Audie Crooks had 28 points, 11 rebounds. Addie Brown also contributed 20 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists. But Serena Sundell said, no, I can do it without the big. 23 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists. She definitely led them. Yeah, but Iowa State struggled with turnovers as well.
I can see.
They had some of that Maryland juice in their bottles.
Yeah, it's a bummer what
23.
happened. It's a bummer what happened to Iowa State. It just fell off the face of the earth after all those big losses. Bummer.
Yeah,
But I mean,
I
Kansas
mean,
State's struggling, so
yeah. Well, I mean, turnovers don't help, right?
no.
But I will say that Iowa State obviously had a great fourth quarter to come back to even get it to overtime, but they couldn't finish. I believe Kansas outscored them 16-8 in that overtime quarter. So
Wow.
they just I mean, they're probably tired, worn out, didn't have any more in the tank to get them to get through that overtime quarter. So all right. Next game we had was NC State taking on Wake Forest. They barely won 90-83. I mean, we've talked about this early in the year with NC State.
I know.
They're just barely squeaking by. They're struggling this year. And I don't know why. Their team is still so talented. Their guards are so talented. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. But yeah, I mean, honestly, NC State, they had a really good second and third quarter. Because if they didn't, Wake Forest came back and was trying to beat them in that fourth quarter. They outscored them 34-20. The fourth quarter was it was Wake Forest. Like they came out, but it was just not enough. They just had to do more in the beginning of the game, which they didn't. So but Wake Forest was led by Riley, 25 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and Reagan, 21 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. And then for NC State, it was Zoe Brooks, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. And then I wish Brooke was here.
I know. She probably watched this game too.
Yeah. This one, it's another one. So just like Missouri, Stanford, man, they keep having these close games where they're right there. They're right there. So they played North Carolina and lost by 2 points, 69-67. Stanford was led by Nunu, 22 points, 14 rebounds, 1 assist, and then Chloe, 15 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. But North Carolina was led by Alyssa Oatsby, 16 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Yeah, this one came down to a nail biter. Nunu had a chance with a jumper with 3 seconds left, but just couldn't knock it down. Low scoring game, but most North Carolina games
Most
are.
North Carolina game. North Carolina and Duke games.
Yeah.
Low scoring.
So no surprise there, but yeah, another close one. I know Brooke is.
I will say
Yeah.
about North Carolina, I'm not on the train. I don't have them going far in March Madness. They're gonna get upset.
Yeah.
It's just not there.
Yeah, I mean, maybe past the first round, but yeah,
You'll
I
have
don't
to see.
see further than that, depending on matchup. But yeah, struggle. So this one, man, okay, Missouri, this game. So Tennessee beat Missouri 76-71. But when I tell you Missouri had a chance to beat them at the end and kind of beat themselves in a way. So so Missouri again was led by Grace and then Demila off the bench. Grace had 16 points, 2 rebounds. Demila had 18 points, 3 rebounds. And then Tennessee was led by Talaysia
Cooper.
27 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. All right, but let me tell you about this game. This game came down to like the last, I would say, 3 minutes. But the issue is Missouri could not finish some major shots that would have changed momentum. They got Tennessee to turn over the ball, and one of their guards, they missed the layup. Bro. So then, and then down the other floor, they end up fouling and allowing them to score at the free throw line. So obviously, you can't let them score when the time's not going. So it was just like I just felt like they had that chance. They were right there. They had some good plays, some good momentum plays, and then they just couldn't get it done at the very end. So
bummer.
Couldn't get over that hump.
Maybe one day, Missouri.
Yeah, but you can see the progression because I ended up looking at their games, and you just see like they're right there. Usually they were losing by bigger margins, like 18 points or something, and they're getting smaller and smaller. They're putting up a fight, but maybe something's clicking over there.
Alrighty then. Okay, well that caps off Meg's almost upsets of the week. Just a little, I don't know, synopsis of it. Do you want to explain what your almost upsets of the week are? Because you didn't at the beginning.
Yeah, I try to focus on the games that are under 10 points, where and not the games where it might have been a bigger margin, but then they put all their bench in and maybe the margin. Yeah, so I focus on those really close games under 10 points, where it was pretty competitive for at least most of the game or part of a game where it was memorable to talk about.
Yeah, for AP top 25 teams.
AP 20, yep.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to get into the Week 13 recap where we go over AP Top 25 matchups and then any upsets with AP Top 25 teams. So we have number 2 South Carolina defeating number 18 Tennessee 70-63, led by Joyce Edwards, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Malaysia Fulwiley, 11 points, 1 rebound. And Ruby Whitehorn for Tennessee, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals. I do want to just start off, Malaysia and Joyce off the bench just been killing this year for South Carolina. Just another speed right there. I'm not gonna lie to you. Tennessee did come out with a little something in the beginning of this game. We did watch this. We did watch the beginning. Basically it was like 20-17, but Tennessee then went down. Wait, what? But then Tennessee went more than 6 minutes without a basket while South Carolina took control with its 18-1 run. And then after that, it kind of really just went down for Tennessee. I know it was still a close game, 70-63, but it never felt... felt like Tennessee was really going to win this game.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying out of it. I was saying going to win this game.
I say in the first half.
Well, yeah, in the first half.
Yeah. And then the third, they came out a little slow, but then I thought they picked it up enough that you felt like they still had a chance to like come back and stuff. But then it's the runs.
It is.
But I mean, Tennessee though, the strategy though, I love the strategy in the first half. I would say she was really doing like 5 on, 5 off consistently.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And
keep
pressing
doing that,
and everything. But it's just like they still gotta just make smart shot
Yeah.
decisions, and then the defense. You got to
Hmm.
get stops, but
Agreed. Tennessee only shot 11% from the three. They are in a slump. They're in a slump from
mhm,
three right now. South Carolina only shot 28% from three. And I mean, the most concerning part about South Carolina's game is their free throw percentage. They do not shoot well from the line. I mean, it's been a problem. Obviously, not enough of a problem for them to lose.
mhm,
But it is concerning. They shot 50% from the line. And then Tennessee shot 30% from the field. So, I mean, you kind of see the difference there.
mhm,
But like we said, Tennessee came out with a bang in the first half. But South Carolina, that after that third quarter, when they separated, it was kind of just like, nah, sorry, Tennessee.
mhm.
I mean, I wasn't really confident that Tennessee was going to upset South Carolina anyways. I know Tennessee's had a tough schedule. We've been trying to
Yeah.
root for them every time they play a top, like, 10 team. They just haven't had the luck on their side. But I really do think that they can make some noise in March for sure.
Mhm,
LSU defeats Oklahoma 107-100. This game was crazy. Okay, first of all, let's start off. Start at 4 p.m. Pacific time over here. So you know I had
mhm,
I had the game on. You know while I'm working. And why did first of all, I love aggressive games when people are just aggressive and it's chippy. But yeah, these refs just started ejecting people, technical fouls everywhere, and I was just like, hold on. Like every foul they had to review. The game took forever to get to halftime. I was like,
mhm.
Jesus. And I mean, it was pretty close. And then LSU really took over. And that's when I was like, oh, this game's over. What were they up like 24 points or something like that? They
It
were
was a
up,
lot.
yeah.
It was enough for us to walk
Like,
away from the
oh,
TV.
LSU got this. It was one of those like
Yeah,
LSU got that. Then
yeah,
like we come back from doing something and we turn on and it's like Oklahoma's only down two. I was like, huh? What do you mean Oklahoma's only down
yeah.
two?
So
That was crazy.
we have alerts set up everywhere.
Yeah.
So we're able to, go to a different game or do something else when games get out of hand.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we kept getting all these alerts, close game, close
Close game
game.
watch. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're like, wait,
Huh?
what?
They were just
How?
down. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's hard because obviously we would love to watch every single game, the
Yeah,
full
it's
game,
hard. It's
but we
hard.
have to make choices. And when certain games look like they're over with and done, we try to get to another game so we can, see how
Yeah.
that's going. But yeah, that was crazy. We had to get that game back on. That was a close one for them too.
It really was. I mean, basically, it says that Oklahoma scored 17 second half points off 11 turnovers, fueling a comeback
Mm-hmm.
that twice cut LSU's lead to 1 point in the final 1 minute and 35 seconds of the game. Verhulst hit a three-pointer to slice LSU's lead to 101-100 with 1 minute and 7 seconds left. But this is what messed up. Oklahoma could not get a freaking rebound off
Mm-hmm.
LSU's missed shots, and they gave them too many second chance opportunities, and that's what killed them. Then the steal,
Yeah,
then the fast break, and then it was over. The momentum
yeah.
was over.
But right
Oklahoma messed
before
up.
that too, though, right before they still had a chance, Michaela hit that three.
Oh yeah, the
And I
dagger,
was like, dang, that's
dagger.
confidence though.
Yeah.
That is confidence to be able to take a three in a close game like that
Mm-hmm.
and like, ooh, I was like, okay, Michaela.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but even after that dagger three, they still had that chance, like you said, and
Yeah.
then
They
they
still had.
couldn't
Yeah.
rebound. They couldn't
Nope.
get that second chance, and it was like, oh
Nope.
man,
Nope. Nope. Michaela Williams led LSU 37 points. 37 points.
yeah,
Jesus. Seven
she had a
rebounds.
game.
Yep, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Flau'jae Johnson, 25 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. And then Peyton Verhulst for Oklahoma, 26 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. I want to point out LSU shot 46% from the three. That's tough. That's
Mm-hmm.
nice. But yeah, another good win for LSU. Another close win for LSU, actually. Over to number 12, Kentucky, defeating number 22, Alabama, 65-56. I don't know why I thought this game was going to be closer.
I called it though, didn't
I
I?
know
This
you
is one
did.
of my.
Georgia Amore, 16 points, 9 assists, 3 rebounds. Claire Strack, 14 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists. And Sarah Ashley Barker for Alabama, 22 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist. I mean, fairly, the box score was very close. I mean, they
Mm-hmm.
shot the same from the field, shot relatively the same from three, and then same from the free throw line. So, I mean, the only I mean, Alabama had more points in the paint, and Kentucky shot better from the three, 37% versus Alabama's 31%. Um, but I mean, Kentucky just took it over in the fourth. 63-46 was their largest lead with only 5 minutes left to play. Um, and yeah, Georgia Amoore is on a heater right now. She's been playing very consistent basketball.
Yeah, they said she went off in that third quarter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 16 points. 8 of her 16
I was
points
gonna
came in
say
the
all
third
of her
quarter.
60 points.
No, 8 of her 16
Okay.
points, sorry. All
Yeah.
came in the third to
No,
help
yeah.
stretch that lead. So,
I feel like she's playing a very consistent season, but no one's really talking about her. It's not too
yeah.
flashy. It's just consistent basketball. But it's going unnoticed, I think for sure. And I think a lot of people like myself are underestimating Kentucky. I will say that. I will say that. Over to number 15, North Carolina, defeating number 19. Did I say California? Did I say North Carolina?
North Carolina
Okay. North
defeats
Carolina, yeah, defeats number 19 Cal 65-52. This was actually a pretty back and forth affair. But it was
them.
also kind of like the vibe of this game was weird. It was just kind of like it wasn't that exciting, but it was
Yeah.
also a close game. Cuz I remember watching it and they were trading buckets, and I was just like,
hmm
okay, like cool, whatever. Renaya Kelly led North Carolina 16 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals. Alyssa Utsby 11 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, and then Iona Cremelli 20 points, 3 rebounds and 4 assists for Cal. I'm not Cal. North Carolina shot 47% from the field, while Cal only shot 37. North Carolina also shot 37% from the three, and Cal only shot 29% from the three. Cal did shoot better from the free throw line, 81% to North Carolina's 61%. But yeah, Cal fell behind by 11 early in the third quarter. Cremelli and Twiddale hit three-pointers in a 12-2 run to get the Bears within a point. This is where I was like, oh, okay, they're back in it. But then North Carolina took a 47-45 lead into the fourth. And then Kelly and Gokdang both scored 4 in a 13-4 run to begin the period. After that, never really got too much closer. Cal's just hanging on. I don't know.
Yeah,
Cal's
that
confusing for me.
the fourth quarter they really let it go. I mean,
Yeah,
it was 18-7 in the fourth. So, I mean, you
yikes.
can't
That
finish a game like
sucks.
that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, they just weren't able to hit.
How do
I did think they had a chance to come back there for a second, but no, it
how
got
do
out of control.
how do you feel about Cal though?
I think they've had a good year so far. I mean,
Okay.
they've been in a lot of competitive games.
Mm,
They've had some upsets. I mean, yeah, they've come out shocking me this year.
yeah, I agree. I don't know how much longer they're gonna stay in the top 25 though. We'll have to see, Cal. Over to Oregon, upsets at number 16 Michigan State 63-59. Oregon was led by Peyton Scott, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Deja Kelly, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. And Julia Aylrott led Michigan State, 14 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. I'm not gonna lie, Oregon was hitting in this game. They came out hitting. Michigan State faced the first quarter deficit at home this season after Oregon jumped out to a 21-8 lead. Oregon led 35-23 at halftime and 55-40 after 3 quarters before Michigan State started the fourth on a 15-3 run. I did watch the end of this game. Michigan State hit this like last minute three-pointer to make the score look close, 63 to
hmm
59, but it didn't help. It was a wrap. Oregon was just doing well. They shot 43% from the field, 42% from the three, while Michigan State only shot 33% from the field and 25% from the three.
hmm
So that's all she wrote. Also, Oregon took advantage of points off turnovers with 21. Um, so yeah, it was just a good game by Oregon. Oregon's gonna have some sneaky wins here and there.
Good for them Ducks.
Sko Ducks. That's what you say, right? That's what the Oregononians. I don't know. What are they
No,
called? Okay, over to number 21, West Virginia defeating number 24, Oklahoma State, 54-37. What the heck happened, Oklahoma State? Oklahoma State's been on a heater. And what is 37 points? Let me tell you. Oklahoma State in the first scored 6 points, in the second scored 8 points, in the third 15 points. And in the fourth, 8 points. That all equals
Yeah,
37 points. What the heck?
that was
That's
rough.
crazy. That is rough.
This is one of those things where you feel like there's a lid over top of the basket that's
You just can't
invisible
buy a
and
shot.
you just can't, no one else can see it, but it's there and it just won't let your shot go in. Cause I mean, when I look at these field goals and these 3 point, like, oh my gosh, 2 for 13, 1 for 7 from the three, 1 from 6 from the three, 0 for 4, 0 for 2, 0 for 3.
Oh my gosh.
Field goal 3 for 12, 0 for 5, 2 for 9.
Woo!
It's not like they weren't getting looks, obviously, but
Yeah.
nothing would drop for them. Yeah.
Yeah, Oklahoma State shot 21% from the field and 8% from the three. That's just a rough day. That's just one of those days. Staley Hurd for Oklahoma State, who led this team in scoring for 8 straight games, hit double figures in 9 straight, was held to 7 points. That's how you know it's just a rough day. It's a rough day in the office, okay?
It looked
Everyone
like
has
it
that
was
day.
pretty sloppy. I mean, I didn't get to watch this one.
Yeah,
When I look at, I mean, there were some highlighted plays, don't get me wrong,
yeah,
but there was a lot of missed shots.
yeah.
2 for 10 from West Virginia, 2 for 10, 7 for 10, 4 for 10. Like
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was a lot of missed shots from both teams, but just
Yeah.
way more for Oklahoma State.
And I mean, a lot of turnovers. West Virginia had 20, Oklahoma State had 21. So, I mean, like you
Yeah.
said, sloppy game. West Virginia was led by Sydney Shaw, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. JJ Quinterly, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 8 steals. And Alexia Smith for Oklahoma State, 15 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 steals. Man, I'm sorry, Oklahoma State. I actually did it last episode. I said they're a dark horse. I said I'm gonna
Hmm.
root for them.
I
I
think you
jinxed
did.
you. I'm so sorry, Oklahoma State. I still believe in you. It was just a bad day. It was just a bad day, okay? Okay, over to the game of the week. Illinois upsets number 14. Maryland 66-65. Woo. Rough day in the office.
Oh
What do you have to
Lord.
say, Meg? Let me read the stat. The Illinois was 0-17 previously against the Terps. Woo! And you know what? I was telling Meg, so that was a stat. Then it was senior day for Maryland, and Brenda Fries could have got 600 wins today. Just rained all over your guys' parade. Rain, rain, rain. That's rough. What do you have to say?
Yeah.
What are you doing,
I don't
Maryland?
know. I don't
Maryland.
know.
Maryland has a tough
Sad
schedule.
day. Sad day for us,
They have a
really.
tough
I
schedule
mean,
coming up too. I don't know what to think. I'm
this
sad for
this
you.
wasn't supposed to be one of those tough games for us.
No, I know. This was, but Illinois, hey, they were showing out earlier in the season.
Yeah.
But still, it
I'm
was
just
not one of the tough games on the schedule we were circling.
Yeah. And it doesn't get any better than this because we play Oregon next and
They just came off an upset. Okay.
Deja Kelly might bring it to us.
Oh my God. Well, Illinois was led by Genesis Bryant, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Barry Wallace, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal. And Kayleen Smichael for Maryland, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. And yes, Cheyenne Sellers was back this game.
Yep. And
Bummer.
this was not her first game back. I wish it
Oh,
was. I wish
bummer.
I had an excuse.
Well, Illinois did shoot for the three way better than you guys. 47% versus your guys is 30. Oh, just 30%. They also shot 100% from the free throw line. Woo! We love to see it. Maryland 69% from the free throw line. I'm sorry. You guys did lead at halftime, 32-30. Then briefly lost Sellers early in the third quarter when she took a fall and hobbled off. She might be playing through the pain. That might not be good.
Yeah.
That might not be good,
She might
actually.
be. I don't know. She came back though. I mean, wasn't I don't know if they were just like, you got to get back out there so we can try to win.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
She
well,
could be battling.
I will say this. Cheyenne Sellers had a pretty good look to win the game, and she missed it.
Yeah.
It was one of those bouncing off the rim. Do, do, do,
Mhm.
boom. I'm sorry, Marilyn. It's okay. Maybe next year. Maybe you'll get back there. Okay, then no, we really gotta talk about this one. Iowa upsets number 4 USC 76-69. Are we kind of concerned about USC? Or no, or is it Iowa's atmosphere, Caitlin Clark's jersey
I was
retirement,
about to
sold
say,
out
Caitlin was in the
crowd?
building. USC young squad. I don't know. Pressure got to them. You know how that
Yeah,
Iowa crowd can get, man.
pressure got to
Um,
them. 18-1 run in the first quarter. That's a
yeah.
statement right there. That's a statement.
I mean, are we sure Caitlin didn't suit up by
Did she
accident
play this game?
and blend
Well,
in?
well,
Let me go look at the film again.
actually, Lucy Olson, 28 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists.
Yeah.
That's what it was. She dominated this game.
Yeah.
USC. I am kind of slightly concerned for USC. I'm not gonna lie to you. I
Yeah.
am. But Iowa, we did watch the game. It was popping. It was popping in that arena.
Everybody.
It
Kate
was
Martin was
loud.
there.
Everyone
Yeah.
was there.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Every time you scored a basket, freaking our house was shaking. No, I'm just playing. No, but for real, Iowa showed out for this jersey retirement for Caitlin Clark, and I feel like that had to do with this win. It was a large part. Iowa did look like they were clicking on all cylinders, though.
Mhm.
Their ball movement, it really was a good showing for Iowa. USC did come back. What was it before the half, or was it before the first? No, it was before the half. They did take the lead, and then they did cut it down to 63-60 with 5 minutes left to play, but it wasn't good. USC missed 20 of its first 22 shots. Iowa set the tone and then just kept the momentum throughout the game. Even though USC tried to fight back a little bit, Iowa just looked good in this game.
I feel
Uh,
like I just need more from Talia for
that was
USC.
just,
It's
yeah,
just it's just
it's just not
we haven't
enough.
had a game
What we
where we
thought,
felt like
yeah, what we
yeah,
thought was gonna be,
with her transferring to the team.
yeah.
It's just man, I thought she was going to be able to bring more for this team, and I just haven't gotten that from her yet. But
No, definitely not. And then Addison O'Grady for Iowa, 13 points, 4 rebounds, and Juju Watkins for USC, 27 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. USC, you're gonna be dropping, buddy. I'm so sorry. It's okay.
yeah,
It's okay. Ole Miss upsets number 23 Vanderbilt, 76-61. Vanderbilt. No, I like Vanderbilt. I was cheering for him. Star Jacobs, 24 points, 10 rebounds, 3 steals. Madison Scott, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. And then Camille Pierre, 24 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals for Vanderbilt. Ole Miss shot 54% from the field. Pretty good. 16% from 3, though. They did have 54 points in the paint to Vanderbilt's 32. That's crazy. And 21 points off turnovers versus Vanderbilt's only 6. So, Ole Miss was
yeah,
getting to work over here, okay? Um, Ole Miss did I say Ole Miss didn't shoot well from the 3? 16%?
yeah.
Vanderbilt shot 22% from the 3. And then Vanderbilt did out rebound Ole Miss. Just kidding. Ole Miss out rebound. I got dyslexic. 32-23. I flipped it in my head. Ole Miss out rebounded Vanderbilt 32-23. Star Jacobs scored the game's first 2 points and her layup with 39 seconds left in the first quarter, giving Ole Miss a 12-11 lead. And they never surrendered, outscoring Vanderbilt 20-10 in the second quarter for a 32-31 or 21 lead at the break. They just kept a healthy lead throughout the rest of the game, though. Not much else to say. We all know Ole Miss's defense is pretty solid, and that'll keep them in games. Vanderbilt, I know they're on a hot streak, especially with Michaela Blake. She had like what 2 buzzer beating wins. So I
Uh-huh.
mean, both those wins were important for them to get into the top 25. I don't know if they'll fall out. I still think they'll hang on. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know. It just it's hard when it's those last couple teams.
I
It's always
know
hard.
they flip flop so
Yeah.
much.
So it's like
Yeah, we'll see. Number 12, Connecticut defeats number 13, Oklahoma 95-86. Man, Oklahoma, you really disappointed me these last couple of games. You're not the team I saw earlier in the season, honestly. This was the Georgia Amore game. 43 points, 8 assists, 1 rebound. And how are you going to beat Kentucky if you're letting Georgia Amore drop 43 on your head? A 40 burger on your
Mhm.
head. That's a loss for you. Clara Strack, 19.6 rebounds, 5 steals. And then Sahara Williams for Oklahoma, 27 points, 5 rebounds. Slow year for Reagan Beers.
Mhm.
Bummer. I was really excited. Not how she's been performing in the last couple of years. Kentucky shot 50% from the field, and I want to say it was this game they said they either started the first or the first half with like shooting 75% from the field.
Man,
That's
yeah.
crazy. That's tough. They shot 41% from the three. What were they on? That's crazy. Oklahoma did out rebound them 50-34, but it doesn't matter because they shot 50% from the field and 41% from the three. So there we go
Mhm.
with that. They also had 25 points off turnovers, while Oklahoma only had 5. Okay, Oklahoma, you weren't taking advantage of those turnovers. Thank you. But yeah, 80 more killed at this game. Oklahoma trailed 45-36 at halftime, but Skylar Van had back-to-back baskets to finish off a 10-2 run to begin the third quarter, and the Sooners closed within 1 point. Amelia Hassett answered with a three-pointer. Strack followed with eight straight points, and Amore buried a three-pointer to finish off a 16-0 run, and the Wildcats cruised from there. Yeah, they were on
I will
fire.
say this was a tough game. A lot of foul trouble
Yeah, for
um,
Oklahoma.
for both.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
Strack
like
and
Strack,
Key,
Key,
right?
and
Fouled
Sylvie,
out.
they all fouled out. 3 people fouled out.
Sheesh, and still won.
Yeah,
That's
but
crazy.
it was tough on both sides. There's the starting five on Oklahoma was close, and Van fouled out.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Kentucky, I doubted you. I'm so sorry. I never will again. I shouldn't because I was a big Georgia Amore fan last year. I was sticking up for her when all the haters were out. But I haven't watched a lot of Kentucky games. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I'm glad she's still striving over there. All right, that
Yeah.
concludes the Week 13 recap. Now we're going to preview the Week 14 upcoming games and our records from guessing last week. I failed. Meg and Brooke both went 6-1. I went 5-2. So a new week of guessing. So Megan, let's start off Monday, February 3rd. Duke versus NC State at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Who you got?
Oh,
I got Duke. Forget it.
I'm gonna take NC State. I'm gonna hope that they
That's
can
crazy.
pull it out.
Okay, Tuesday, February 5th, TCU versus Kansas State. I'm sticking with TCU.
TCU,
Yep. Okay. And UCLA versus Ohio State. Ooh, that's going to be a good game. I'm sticking with
UCLA.
UCLA. UConn on Thursday versus Tennessee. I'm sticking with UConn. Sorry, Tennessee. I bet on you too many times, bro.
Man, so I love UConn. Don't get me wrong. I
There's no way
absolutely
you're
love them.
going against UConn.
Oh, that's tough.
There's
That's
no
tough.
way. We bet on Tennessee too many times.
You're right. I gotta stick with UConn. It's hard.
There's,
I don't think I could watch that game and not cheer for them. So,
yeah. Yeah,
and
no.
then, yeah,
Texas versus Vanderbilt.
Texas.
See with Texas. Saturday, February 8th, Kansas State versus Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma
I
State.
think I'm gonna go. Dang it! Okay, you went Oklahoma State. Okay,
Yeah.
I also agree with you. Right here, USC versus Ohio State.
E-
This one makes me nervous. This one
Yeah.
makes me very nervous.
I'm gonna go USC.
I don't know. I'm like genuinely, I really don't know. I'm dead serious. I can't go against USC though. But I think Ohio State might upset that. Okay, USC. That's a bad one. Okay, Sunday, February 9th, rematch South Carolina versus Texas. I'm sticking with
South
South Carolina.
Carolina.
Notre Dame versus Cal.
Notre
Notre
Dame.
Dame. Did we pick all the same people? NC State versus Florida State? Florida
Florida
State.
State.
Stop picking the same teams. Okay, and last one, LSU versus Tennessee. Does Tennessee do it? They were close one time.
Yeah, I'm a ride. I'm gonna go LSU.
Okay, I think we picked all the same teams.
Don't worry. We'll get Brooks picks.
Okay. Okay.
Don't tell her what we
Deal.
picked, but
Okay. Deal.
let's see.
All right, perfect. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. We're here every week recapping women's college basketball. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. We appreciate you guys' support, and we'll be back next weekend. Next weekend? Next week with week 14 recap. Peace.
Peace.